right, welcome to M.I.B.N. Sorry for the delay, everyone. We've been trying to do some technical difficulties here, and it tends to be the Wi-Fi that's the problem. So you may have some buffering, and it should work its way out. I have no idea why, and other than it's potentially the Wi-Fi. So we'll kind of talk through what's going on, and hopefully you guys can see it here.
Yeah, so for the Mechanicsburg boys, double for Jack. He was struggling getting the ball to finish good and hit good. First 5 or 6 frames, looks like he's got that figured out. So,
He tried to pull one out there to try to pull a split, and just a little bit too far. Almost looked like he's.
another strike for Brian. Brian's having a really good year this year. I think last I heard he was second on the team in average behind Peyton, and maybe second in the conference. I'm not sure about that last part, but I know.
Looks like Jack got another one, so that's a turkey.
Yeah, it looks like Jack made a ball change. He was throwing a different ball to start, so it can be really critical to get the right kind of shape going into the pocket.
That one looked like it stuck to Zach's hand a little bit.
Yeah, looked like the thumb was a little late coming out. Samantha, solid 10 pin there to first shot in the 10th. She's going to shoot. She converts. Yeah, for Peyton and Eli and Brian, these guys they're good bowlers and they understand, but it's not the results of the frame that bother you. It's the fact that you didn't throw it well, and so then that kind of sticks in your craw a little bit.
Was that a 4-7-10?
Yes, that's 4-7-10.
You probably don't have to think about it as much as I do.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does here. He tries to get the. Oh, he missed
good
the.
effort.
He tried to get the 4-pin. Looks like Fairbanks boys are just starting their 10th frame.
Yeah.
I guess they have one of them still in the 9th. Oh, anymore.
Yeah, so our boys looks like they shot 10:39 for the first game.
The Indians are up 1,039 to 696 over Fairbanks. So their first game's already done on the boys' side, and the girls, I think, Fairbanks is just finishing up right now, so we'll be back with their scores here in a second. As the boys will get ready, they're going to be starting their second game here, as you can see on the right. Boys on the top, obviously, the ladies on the bottom. Peyton not wasting any time over there, or Eli not wasting any time already throwing his first ball and getting a strike.
Looks like
Jack, too.
Looks like Coach put Deegan back in. Got the
jitters out.
Walked off the injury, or
Yeah, yep.
looks like Zach's going to roll to start the game at least. That was a good shot.
Yeah, good roll by Zach, starting off with a strike. 4 strikes in a row for the Indians over here. See if Brian can get that 5th one up. A little bit low on it. Line looks like it's coming from off the lane. All right, so we're getting the girls' scores in right now.
Looks like Zach left a big split there on lane 7. Didn't get to see the first shot. Brian recovered nicely off the 4-pin with a strike in the second frame. Payne with another strike to start the second game.
Meantime, you can watch the boys, and the girls will be getting ready. I think they're just starting. They're in their first frame over there, it looks like. So we'll get that up and running again and be right back.
Get the feed corrected. Looks like Emma just converted the spare 2-4-5-8. Hannah's getting ready to bowl in lane 1. Caroline with a strike in the third frame, so Samantha left at 210. That'll be a problem, probably. Not impossible, but been you might have picked that up from Lauren.
Oh, it might have been Lauren too. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a new term for me. So.
She was pretty confident, so I'm going to go with it.
Oh,
Traveler
yeah,
pin. That's the one that's flying around trying to get that 10.
I wouldn't.
That was a good completion, though. He got it.
Yep, good conversion. So looks like he's gonna have a chat with Kyle here and see if there's something he needs to do.
Try to get that 6 and kick it over to hit the 7, right?
Yeah, not a lot of
Chance.
pretty narrow window. You got to put it in there.
Yeah.
Another strike for JD from Fairbanks.
Nice power and strike by Peyton.
All day. But I know she's left a couple 10 pins here in the last 4 or 5 frames, so kind of wonder if she's not seeing some of the same problems that Jack and Zach are facing.
That one, Zach's didn't come in. It finished high, and nice try by Zach. He got 3 of the 4.
It's like Caroline left the 248. A little light. Split conversion there on lane 9 for Fairbanks.
That's one way not to miss it.
There you go.
Good roll by Eli. Picked up that spare pretty easily. No sleeper to him.
Looks like Samantha left the 4 pin down there. Again, pretty close to the
Bone. What's 5?
I can't remember. I know.
Lauren kind of misguided me a little bit, I think.
Sandy yelled at us when we were doing the one at Fairborn. She sent in a message, I think, and I can't remember what it said. I don't get 5 in a row enough to worry about it. So.
Over here for a strike from Fairbanks.
6 out of 8. He's having a good game.
Yep. And Brian rolled a strike for his double. Jack was able to clean up for his spare for the 10th frame.
Yeah, these guys are bowling out for him.
It's like 147 for Eli Deacon.
/ Deacon. So Peyton's on pace for 278 here if he strikes out. Zach's.
I haven't seen that before. Half of a perfect game.
Yeah.
It's more than half.
Well, 6 in a row.
It's 2 pins less than half.
Well, it's because it's 6 strikes in a row.
Yeah.
That's a really good set. We'll take that every day.
Yep.
So looks like our girls are just getting ready to start the 10th. So that's going to be tricky.
Looks like Carolyn might have left. Is that the 6 still up there, or 7?
Looks like the 7. Yeah.
Boys are still just starting the 10th.
Right.
We do have a lot of bowlers that bowl a lot, though.
Yeah, and they're generally ready to go as soon as the arrows are up on their name. So, and of course, with Brian shooting 450 and 50 pin spares, they've been shooting pretty well.
Looks like Drew LaFon and from Fairbanks ended with a 141.
Double in the 10th for Samantha. So, finishing the second game here good. Good 10-pin conversion there from JD.
So do a lot of these guys have like is it a month? The boys here in a second. Oh, looks like they're getting ready. And the girls' scores, looks like they're just starting their 10th frame from Fairbanks. So we'll get there as soon as they're ready. Jack starts off Baker with a strike.
Good shot by Brian. Will get easier as the day goes by, as the shot changes. But if the lanes are really easy to start with, then they stay easy. But if you're bowling by yourself, you don't change the shot as fast.
Much. Okay.
Right. So it depends. It
Zach throws a nice strike in the 7th. And Fairbanks starts off. That one looked like it turned a little quick for Eli.
Yeah, that ball hooked a lot more that game than the first shot he threw this game.
Yeah.
So we got the girls' scores in from Coach Bush. So Tony's going to get those in for you guys real quick.
All right, there we go. We'll look here at the girls' overall scores real quick. So at the end of the individuals, the Lady Indians are leading back in the Baker game.
Yeah, washout here on lane 8. So the 1, 2, 4, 10. That's I would say uncharacteristic for JD to miss get the one in the front.
Get the one in the front, or else it'll never go down.
Right. So.
Oh, Deacon a little bit slipped a little bit there. It looked like, but able to get a 9 count, leave the 2-pin up.
So the girls have started strike, spare, open. Good conversion by Caroline on lane 1. Fairbanks girls anchor bowler left a 10-pin in the 5th. Girls have been clean the whole game. Looks like they can shoot about 210 to 217 here if Sam can get a double. Good shot from Brian here on lane 8. And Sam throws a good shot, leaves the pocket 7-10. Kind of one of those deals. Part of bowling, sort of. One of the unfortunate parts. Peyton strikes the first shot in the 10th. So again, the boys can shoot 220 here. And Sam missed them both. So the girls finished with 170 something. It's the best my eyes can do.
That's the best you got.
Yeah. I have to bring my readers.
That's
with
better
me
than me. I don't know if readers will help from here. Oh, nice.
Probably true.
After a not a great start for the boys, but they're come on pretty well with turkey at the end here and ham bone in the middle.
Yeah, this is a good recovery from a 168 game.
Looks like they're going to end up with a 222 for the boys. So the boys, after 2, end up with, they're at 390. And, oh, I didn't see what they had for the first one.
Fairbanks girls shot 139 for their first Baker game. And I believe our girls had 171, but I'll run down and double check that.
Okay, Fairbanks looks like they finished their first Baker game with a 105. They're the Mechanicsburg girls here first score. And Mechanicsburg ladies finished their first Baker game with a 173. See, it's got to be, look at it, we're done with 2 games. They're still in the 4th frame here. We just must be fast bowlers. And that, we didn't have a ton of, I guess we had 7 strikes. Yeah, that helps a little.
So girls are on lane 1. Hannah in the 2nd frame here. She left a 367. So.
Ooh, it's close. Oh, no, curled right at the end there. So she got the 3-6 though.
Yeah.
Boys look like they're
Talking about how they want to approach this next game. A little bit of, they've got a comfortable lead, so they can maybe try a couple things from a lineup perspective, or something to, if the coaches want to see something different. So. Good spare for Emma down on lane 1. So a couple of spares and a couple of opens so far for the girls. Good shot from Charlie.
Here we go. The boys from the Indians have figured out how they're going to attack this one, and they started. With Deacon rolling the first ball.
Something that, he knows he does it, and so it's just something that he knows he needs to do consistently.
Yeah.
It's like anything else. It's whether you can repeat it or not is the key. So.
Okay. Well, he wasn't able to pick up the split, but get 2 of the 3.
Fairbanks boys on pace to shoot 200.
They got there though.
Yeah.
Fairbanks with a double getting into the 10th frame here. Fairbanks boys, I should say.
Yeah, they're clean all but 1 frame, so that's the key for it, is to just don't give away pins by 100 here if he gets 2 more strikes. So.
Here's another one. Missing the 5-pin.
Yeah, he's struggled today on spares. Bowled a really good first game, and since then has been a little off. I don't know if it's something in his approach or what's going on there, but.
So you can see real quick, Mechanicsburg in the Bakers game up 390 to Fairbanks 308. We'll have the girls' scores here as soon as they get a little closer. They're still in the, looks like the...
They're both in their 2nd game still, so.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, our boys are in the 7th frame of their 3rd game.
We were at one. I think the girls started bowling on two of the Bakers games at the same time at two different lanes.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They must have did that to try to.
Unfortunately, that's not how we're judged, right?
Nope.
So,
You don't get any bonus points for that either.
no. So 2-4-5 here for Brian. Ball was a little bit light. We have Charlie coming up in the ninth frame here.
Charlie leaving a couple up there. It looks like is that the 5
8-pin.
8-pin?
Yeah.
I'll get it one of these days.
That's-
Oh yeah, it's easier when you look up there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good shot by Peyton. That's nothing you can expect to change out of that.
Good roll by Fairbanks here in the third. Cleaned it up.
10th. Good shot.
Good roll by Eli. Especially after the fifth frame.
So,
Yeah.
in basketball or football, you don't have a lot of time to, they call another play or you have to get back on defense. But for bowling, you just stand there and think about it for 3 minutes while you're waiting to bowl again, and it can wear on you.
Yeah, another.
10 on the second shot, so small little split there for her to clean up.
And Eli picked it up, so 189 for the boys for their third Baker.
Frame of their third game here. JD with a 9 count left, a 4-pin. Mechanicsburg gonna start game 4 here on lane 8. Deacon up first. That's a pretty good shot. There you go. Good start for the boys. Good shot by Jack in the second. Mechanicsburg girls getting ready to start the third game of Baker here. Hannah. Brian here in the third on lane 8. A little high, leaves a 4-pin. He'll grab a spare ball and go after that, I'm assuming. Good conversion from Brian. Good conversion. Peyton has thrown a lot of strikes today. Tony is chasing scores for the girls, so he'll get those input for you pretty soon here, and we'll be able to see Tony Fairbanks boys with 2 opens this game, but clean otherwise. Another spare there from their number 3 bowler. Emma up on lane 2 in the 4th frame here for the girls. And she leaves a 2-pin.
23-149 for the Indians, Lady Indians, for a total of 322. And Fairbanks ladies, 139-109 for a total of 248. So you can see the overall score there.
And a spare, another spare for the boys there.
Yeah, see, that one just didn't cut as much as they've been doing.
Yeah, it looked like he left it right a little bit, and it just didn't
Come back.
Didn't come back. I don't. There's 3 in a row now for the Fairbanks girls. So have a little fun here for them to finish up the match. Caroline chasing the baby split on lane 2. And she made it.
And on frame 9 for, I think that was JD. The boys end up with a 156 for Fairbanks' third game. $68, $222, and $189 for a total of $579 in Baker. And Fairbanks, 105, $203, and $156 for a total of $464 in Baker. So the Indians overall leading by about 700 pins. So that's the good.
Yeah, Matt has done a good job, and it goes back even to when Troy was coaching the team. They've done a good job of building a program here that has sustained itself pretty well. There's always been 2 or 3.
All these guys will be back next year, right?
All but Deacon.
Deacon is the only senior?
Deacon's the only senior. So, and the reality of it is they're a state contender this year. So they've got, they're going to compete at that tournament skills to compete with anybody in the state. But on any given day, it's
you can be on or not.
Who's to say? It's like we've talked before. You can't make defensive adjustments. You can only go bowl your score and hope it's good enough. So.
Eli overpowering it again, so it doesn't turn and leaves it open.
Yeah,
they're getting a 1 out of 2.
Even through the mask, you can see the frustration. So he knows it's something he's going to have to get figured out. So.
Yep. So the boys will end up the 4th Baker with a 169.
Hannah bowling the 10th. Caroline bowling the 10th frame down here for the girls. She leaves a 7-pin. So it looks like they're going to shoot. If she converts this, they're going to shoot about a 190. So that's a good score for. So she missed the 7-pin there. They shoot 181 that game for Baker.
They got a 181?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
And there's a spare in the 10th for Fairbanks girls. She can strike here for 182. So.
Panthers are boys are still in the 4th frame of their 4th Baker game.
There's a strike to finish game 3 for the girls. That's 182 for Fairbanks girls game 3.
I'm sorry, what did you say, 182?
182. Fairbanks boys with a spare in the on lane 10 here in the 4th frame.
All right, so we got a little bit more bowling left to go. Fairbanks boys have about 5 or 6 more frames, and the girls look like they just finished their 3rd, so they got 1 more full game for the girls from both sides. So they'll be starting their 4th. Looks like Emma's on lane 2. Left the 1-2. Fairbanks rolls a double on lane 10. In yellow.
I don't even know what that means.
Emma left it out a little bit too far into the gutter, so they'll end that game with 7 count. Or that frame, sorry.
Got Kennedy coming up here in the 3rd. And he left it out a little. Kennedy left a baby split, the 310. So let's see if she can duplicate Caroline's effort earlier and fit it in between there. Yeah.
And I have the only other time I've had this problem is when I've done swimming on Sunday nights, because at the Y we have to run off of a hot spot.
Oh, geez.
So you can imagine trying to get that kind of signal off of a hot spot. Was that Samantha on lane 2? She missed the...
Samantha here in the 4th. Looks like went a little high, but got the carry. There we have a strike in the 9th for Fairbanks boys. They've got the 10th frame here to finish up. So it looks like Coach Bush is trying on a few different lineups for the Baker here to see put that in the memory bank for later.
Good roll to get that one.
Fairbanks anchor bowler left the 5-7 here on lane 4, so hits the 5.
Looks like Fairbanks will be throwing their last ball here in lane 10. Looks like potentially a 157.
Yeah, if you can strike here, 157. Nice shot.
Whatever it was, it worked.
Yeah, nice shot.
So Fairbanks boys end up with a 157 in the 4th game of the Baker. 5 overall. Not their best night, but you know,
that's
we've
about
seen some
par.
good ones. Is that about par? Okay.
2,800 would be a 200 average for the night, so that's
Okay.
kind of a benchmark.
Okay, so that was decent. Fairbanks Panthers ended up with a 2057. So what are they in their 7th frame, 8th frame now?
Yeah, Kennedy's getting ready to bowl the 8th frame here for the girls. Looks like they're struggling a little bit this game. A couple opens and only one strike in the 1st and the 4th here. So a little work to do to shoot a score that they'll be happy with. Kennedy, the friction down there. It's a little hard to tell from this angle, but
Is that the 3-6?
she has the
1-3?
1-3-9.
Oh, well, sleeper.
Yeah, there you go. Sleeper pin.
Sleeper pin. It's hard to see it on the camera.
Yeah, yeah, it is. 8th with Samantha coming up in the 9th.
Fairbanks girls left the, was that the 1-2-7? Or 8? Yeah, 1-2-8.
That's the sleeper on the other side.
Sleeper B.
Yeah, there's a good shot.
No, she left that one a little out. She wasn't happy with it. No, left the 10 pin. Only. Not a bad 9 count throw.
Yeah, the ball was in the pocket, so.
She didn't look happy with that one either, but that one was not in the pocket. Or was in the wrong kind of pocket.
Right, yeah. Ball doesn't hook much on those big gray boards. So.
All right, can you see what they ended up with there? Oh, I didn't see their. Did I get their last one?
Yeah,
oh, I did. We got that already.
157, yeah.
Okay. So we're just waiting up now. The Fairbanks ladies with a turkey with their 2nd ball in the 10th. So they have one more ball to throw with a possible 166 maybe.
Yep, 160.